Joan Chamberlain, and this is the JUSTE team. We are really excited for all of you to come to Ames. We've had a wonderful experience in the past 3 years. I think I remember the group last year calling themselves Team Iowa. So I hope that when you arrive, and you're going to feel really that Iowa becomes like a second home for you, and you'll also feel that way at the end of your experience. So I'm Joan Chamberlain. I'm the interim director at Iowa State, IEOP. There will be a new director in August that you will meet when you get here. So I guess we'll just introduce ourselves and explain to you what our role is for the program that you're going to be coming to in August. And first of all, how about Lance? This is Lance Noe. He's going to be coordinating Phase 1 and Phase 2 here at Iowa State. So maybe tell us, Lance, what you're going to be doing.
Okay, hi, I'm Lance Noe, and like Joan said, I will be the coordinator. So what I'm working on now is creating a calendar for you for the entire time that you will be here, so that you know when your classes are, you'll know if there are events that you need to go to, if there are professional development opportunities for you. All of that will be on a calendar for you when you arrive. Of course, there could be changes to that. I will also be coordinating your practicum while you're here with us at IEOP. So what that will mean is that I will allow everyone to go and see as many teachers as they can for each skill that we teach. So week 1 you'll go to grammar classes, week 2 you'll go to reading classes, week 3 you'll go to writing classes, and week 4 you'll go to listening and speaking classes. So you will have an opportunity to see lots of different styles and methods and pedagogy. And then the next weeks you will actually be in a classroom full-time for 4 weeks, and you will be with one teacher. And this will give you a chance during the first 4 weeks to see which teacher maybe you would like to work with. And then the second 4 weeks you will actually be in their classroom, and hopefully you will be teaching with them and then by yourself a couple of classes, just to give you some practice with working with international students in an all-English environment. Another thing that I will be doing is meeting with you each week to talk to you about how your semester is going, answer any questions that you may have about your special project that you will be working on, or about the classes that you're observing, or your practicum. I will also be working with Alex Johnston on answering any questions you have about your homestay, or if there are any issues that come up, I can help you with those, as well as Alex. And lastly, the best part is I will be coordinating some field trips and fun activities for us to do. So the first one that's going to come up is actually week 2 when you arrive. This is Susan Burkett, and she and her sons will be at the Iowa State Fair, which is a really famous thing that we have here in Iowa, and I am hoping that we can go do that together on your second week here. And so I'm going to turn it over to Alex Johnston now, who will be coordinating your homestays and your cross-cultural class. That's hard to say.
日本の先生方、こんにちは。ジョンストン・アレックスです。アイオワ州立大学で社会言語学と異文化コミュニケーションを教えています。そして、JUSTEのホストプログラムのコーディネーターとして皆さんの世話をさせていただきます。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。Teachers, my name is Alex Johnston. As Lance said, I will be your homestay coordinator. I am so happy to arrange homestays for you here in Iowa. There are many people who are excited to meet you. I am too. I will also be your teacher. I will teach your intercultural communication class. In this class, we can talk about your homestay experiences. We can talk about your life here in Iowa. And we will also talk about differences in the way that Japanese people and American people communicate. After that, in Phase 3, I will arrange your practicum when you go to teach in high schools in Des Moines. I will also arrange your homestay then. I look forward to meeting you. I hope we will have a good time together here in Iowa. If you have any questions or problems, I'm always available to talk with you and to support you. Thank you.
Okay, so also in part of phase 1, Susan will be teaching one of your classes. Yeah?
Hi, I'm Susan Burkett. When you get here in August, you will spend 3 weeks with me, and we're going to work on some intensive listening and speaking exercises. We'll do a lot of discussions, a presentation, and some listening practice, so you'll be ready for your classes when they start in August. I'm excited to meet all of you.
Okay, so that's your arrival, phase 1, your homestays, and then after, in August 25th, you will start classes, that is when our academic year at Iowa State begins, and that is when you will begin your teacher training courses, and that is what they call phase 2. So I will be one of the phase 2 teachers along with some of the teachers here. So now we'd like to tell you about those phase 2 classes. So the class that I'm teaching is called Course Design and Materials Development. So what does that mean? As teachers, I want you to think about the situation you are in. So you are given a group of students to teach. You have a course book that you must use. You have a curriculum that is required by your government. But even though you have those things, you still, as a teacher, you need to make some choices about the materials that you create yourself, about how do I use my textbook? Do I use all of it? Do I leave some of it out? Which part of the textbook is really useful for my students? So we're going to explore how you design your own course based on the needs that your students have, based on your beliefs about how do people learn a second language. You will make a syllabus. You will look at your course book through critical eyes and think about how am I going to use that book with my students. So my goal is that when you leave Iowa, when you leave Ames, you will have materials, you'll have a syllabus, you'll have a new way of thinking about your textbook. So when you go back to Japan, you'll have a lot of work already done. And I've had, really a wonderful experience working with the groups in the past 3 years. So I'm looking forward to you being here as well. All right, so another class that will be offered during phase 2 is the assessment class. So this is Jared Brinkman. You can introduce yourself, Jared.
Hi, I'm Jared Brinkman, and I will be teaching the language assessment course for the JUSTE program. So it's a semester-long course, and during the course we'll be looking at different things with assessment. So I know in Japan you're teaching different skills like writing, reading, listening, speaking. So we'll be talking about testing and appropriate types of tests to make for the different skills. And you'll also be creating a test, so we'll be working and applying the knowledge in the course. And my hope is that you're able to learn and use some of the assessment materials in class when you go back to Japan.
And then one of the other classes that you'll have is the methodology class, and so Karina Silva and Christy will be a part of that class. So, okay.
Hi, I'm Karina Silva. I'll be teaching the English 518 class. That's Methods and Materials class. In this class, you're going to have opportunities to talk about different methodologies for teaching English. We're going to talk about teaching all different skills, including pronunciation, grammar, culture. We're going to talk about using technology for teaching. We're going to talk a little bit about assessment, but you're going to see more about that in Jerry's class. And you're going to have opportunities to work with the other English 518 students who are graduate and undergraduate students at the university. So it's a very interesting and different class that gives you an overview of teaching a language as a second foreign language. And Christy will be working with me.
Yeah, I will be helping Karina in that class. We're excited to have you come.
Okay, so I know maybe there's more information we can give about the academic side. Maybe one thing I could mention is also each of you will be working on an individual project, and you will be mentored by Lance and by Jared, and they will work with you, and then at the end of the semester in December you will present to an audience of your colleagues here at IEOP what you've learned through this research. And you will also be building an e-portfolio, like a professional portfolio of your own teaching ideas and materials and experience, and Karina will help you get started on that, and you can work on that throughout the semester as well. So that's, I think, a good wrap up of the academic part of your semester here in Ames, and then of course in January you will move to Des Moines to the practicum. You want to say a little bit any more about what they're going to be doing in the Des Moines schools, maybe? I don't know.
In January, you will come to Des Moines. This is about a 40-minute drive from Ames. You will move to Des Moines and you will attend a school in the Des Moines area. And you will be in an English as a second language classroom, and you will observe and assist a teacher in that classroom for 4 weeks. And during that time, you will assist your teacher. You will create micro lessons, small lessons that you can present, and you will follow your teacher's lead. Each teacher may have different ideas about how you will work together in those classrooms. So we will talk together about what kind of classroom you would like, and I will try to find an appropriate one for you. You will also live with a different host family during that time. And again, I will try to find a host family who is a good fit, someone who is available to drive you to those schools every day and to take care of you during your time there. If I could talk about homestay expectations at some point.
Okay.
I would like to let teachers know that there are many different types of hosts. Some hosts are a married couple with children who are grown up and away from home. Some hosts are younger people, maybe only a few years older than you are. There are all different variations. Also, many hosts may come from other countries because this is a very diverse area. Some hosts may speak another language. All of them have something to share with you and are eager to get to know you. So I will give you some information about your homestay family before you come to Ames, Iowa, and you will know a bit about what to expect, and I will introduce you to your host after you arrive in Ames from Washington, D.C.
So we thought we'd also tell you something about living in central Iowa, living in Ames and Des Moines, what it's like here. Iowa probably isn't a very famous state. When people from other countries think about coming to the United States, they think about coming to New York, California, or Iowa. Where's Iowa? So we're right in the very middle of the United States. And Ames is kind of a small town. It's a little bit quiet, maybe, if you're used to a big city. But Christy was going to tell us something about the campus.
Yeah. Iowa State University is a very beautiful campus. A lot of students exclaim about how beautiful it is, and the air is so fresh here. Iowa State University has about 33,000 students, and maybe around 10% of those are international students. It's a great place to study because, Ames is a little quieter maybe than, because it's a little smaller town, but it's a great place and people really love it here.
I'm going to piggyback on what Christy just said about the campus. If you like art, Iowa State University has the most public art of any university in America.
Oh, wow.
So we have over 2,000 pieces of public art on display that you can go and see. We have 4 museums on the campus, and then there's lots of public art. And every season, some of the public art changes. So if you like art, this is a great campus to be on. If you don't like art, we also have theater. The campus has a theater group. There's also a community theater called Actors. We also have the Des Moines Community Playhouse. So if you like theater, there's lots of that going around. We give tons of concerts. On campus, we have concerts for the symphony, for the jazz band, And for our regular band that plays at our football games, they all give concerts. We also have a lot of things that go on campus in the form of clubs. When you arrive, maybe in the 4th week that they're here, it's once the semester starts, we have something called Club Fest. So it's a club festival where you can go and find clubs that are on campus. We have over 800 clubs on this campus. So if you like it, so does someone else. So anyone else want to talk about anything that's going on campus?
I wanted to mention a little bit about transportation. So as Christy and Lance have said, it's a smaller community, Ames. It's about 50,000 people. But we have great public transportation, a wonderful bus system called SciRide that will take you to different parts of the city, the mall, shopping areas, the downtown, quick connection to campus. So we feel very privileged to have such good public transportation for a small city like Ames. And also many students may choose to ride their bicycle or walk to campus depending on how close they live to campus. So those are also other options in getting around campus. And you'll probably see some of the different weather changes, so you may have to be prepared if it snows, for example, to plan for more time to make it to campus, but that's just part of the joys of living in Iowa.
Yes, we definitely have 4 seasons, which means our winters can be very cold.
And when you arrive, right now it's very humid.
And hot.
Very hot
It's
and
hot.
humid.
Maybe you can see how we're all dressed in very summery clothes. It's hot. Okay.
So you will see all 4 seasons. So it'll be hot and humid when you arrive. August is our hottest month, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is.
And so prepare for that. Bring shorts and t-shirts. And we'll encourage you to look on Facebook. If you do not have a Facebook account, please create one, and then find the IEOP group. And that will just keep you informed about activities that are going on and events that are happening. Also, that is a great way to meet people before you come. You can connect to each other, and you can also connect with us and with current students who are already here. So I'm on Facebook, Susan's on Facebook, Christy's on Facebook, Jared is on Facebook. So, Alex, are you on Facebook?
Why, yes, I am.
Yeah, so we're all on Facebook, so come and join us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other details you think or any information that you would like to share at this point?
Food?
Yeah. A bit about food, okay. Why don't you say, you want to say something about food?
You might be wondering if you can find Japanese food here or ingredients so that you can cook Japanese food. And the answer is yes. There is a grocery store here in Ames that you can buy rice and other ingredients. And when you come to Des Moines, there are many Japanese grocery stores where you can get tsukemono and gohan and anything that you want to create and cook for yourself. And in addition, many of your homestay hosts enjoy Japanese food. So it is a good activity to cook together with your homestay hosts, and you can show them how to create some delicious Japanese food.
And there are several Asian marts in Ames. There are 5 of them, and there's a new one opening.
Well, I guess I'd like to say that we are happy to have any of your questions. Your orientation organizers have my email. So please, I'm happy for you to have my email. I'm Joan Chamberlain. Send your questions to me. I can pass your questions to anybody here on the team about any of the classes, about the homestays. I mean, we do have your emails as well, so we'd be happy to communicate with you in the next month before you arrive, or the next few weeks. And we're just looking forward to you coming, and I hope you have a smooth journey and that everything goes well. So thanks a lot for listening to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.